I'm Brian Jeames. I'm the network manager at the University of Idaho, and I wanted to talk about precision time protocol and the changes that's made for us in our campus network. Really, we had no idea we were getting into precision time protocol 2 years ago. We just got a simple email request that, hey, we got this Dante-enabled classroom audio equipment we want to start installing. We need a dedicated VLAN. It needs to be a VLAN extended between 5 different buildings on campus. So that's pretty easy. Lesson 1 that we found out right away, hey, this doesn't work as expected if we don't have multicast. It needs IP multicast to work. So we had solved that for some other AV solutions. So add IGMP Querier, PIM sparse mode. Seemed like things were good for a few months. Then, hey, we got major problems. Classrooms audio is cutting out all the time. And, we're looking, we have packet loss. Is there some kind of network problem of a more typical variety? But turns out, no, it's the Dante protocol is going into election mode over and over again. Because if there can be only one. It's Highlander in the Dante world. There must be one master clock on this VLAN between multiple buildings. And so, here on the left is a happy microphone that's got latency below 2 milliseconds. On the right is an unhappy microphone that's seeing occasionally 5 millisecond latency. That'll cause it to kick off the election process. And the reason that's cutting out audio is that the microphones mute when they're doing the election. So it's going off all the time. What did we do about that? Well, quick and dirty solution. We have to solve this problem right now. We segment. So we pull the VLAN off the building trunks. You lose management ability, but the microphones are just fine working in with link local addresses, and every building has its own master clock. Everything's fine. We do a little more elegant version of that with a VLAN ACL, a few weeks later after we studied the situation. And really all we needed to do was block the P2P traffic in the core so that the buildings didn't see each other. And so each building could elect its own clock master. But now our classroom technology team's not happy because audio doesn't work between buildings. They were using that for monitoring. They didn't have any strong driver for it, but to monitor quality, to do troubleshooting, and for future needs to be able to have it classroom sessions and audio into multiple buildings on campus. They wanted that to work. So we got busy. We kind of put it on hold until this summer and fall, and started working on the real solution. And for me and for my team, this was something brand new. I was talking with an engineer who had spent a good part of his career Monday at lunch in a wireless carrier network, and to him this was obvious. Hey, if you're doing P2P, you've got to have QoS. So we figured that out eventually, and so we just did in general, we've tried to keep the network real simple to operate, but we've added now QoS on the uplinks for any of the buildings with the Dante network. We're not quite there. We'll get there by the end of the month in terms of, right now we're down to 2 master clocks. There's one building that we haven't added QoS to that we've got to do a switch upgrade on. But then we'll be with everything running on one master clock with the full functionality the classroom technology team wanted. And just one more comment on the alternatives. A lot of the vendors, there's all kinds of AV vendors offering Dante equipment, and they recommend things like, oh, just build a separate network, totally separate switch infrastructure. Being a university, we like to be a lot more frugal than that, so that wasn't an option for us. And also, we could have made Dante subnets, one subnet per building, just kept it a layer 3 segmentation. The downside with that is then you want to do inter-building audio. Hey, here's some really expensive software you can buy that'll make that happen between subnets. Again, we wanted to go for the lower cost option than that and just keep it one flat VLAN around campus. And I just provided the Audinate reference link that has some of their reference details about this. So that's our story about P2P on the campus network.